Should you fly your drone in the rain? Well, the short answer is yes. And the long answer is yes. Hi, I'm Jared Hoyman, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about video and photography. I am a real estate agent here in Northeast Wisconsin, but the majority of what I do is market real estate, and that is through drone and video and obviously photography as well. And so today we are going to be talking about, do you fly your drone in the rain? Is it safe? Should you do it? Well, I gave you my short answer and my long answer. Was that pretty funny, or was that just like a dad joke? Could have been a dad joke. I thought it was funny. So the reason this topic comes up a lot for me is because I live in Northeast Wisconsin, and our spring, summer, fall, winter is totally unpredictable. I don't know where you live. Leave a comment below. Tell me about your weather because I'm curious. Is it as crazy as our weather? So we had snow a couple weeks ago. We have a lot of rain today, and yet the show must go on when it comes to marketing real estate. And so I am at this lake property, and it is raining pretty hard. I don't want to say pouring because I've seen pouring. This was not quite pouring, but it was a heavy rainfall, and I needed to get the shots. I'm going to explain why I shoot in the rain when I have to shoot in the rain, and then I'm going to bring you right to the computer, showing you the photos and the video and how I end up editing these footages to make them still look good for marketing. If you do real estate photography or any kind of architectural photography, you know that your schedule is pretty crazy busy, especially in the real estate end. This is the springtime. I shot 30 houses the other week. I shot 23 last week, and I'm on set for about 25-ish this week, but probably more because people keep calling me. So to keep to the schedule, I can't cancel when the weather is bad. I actually just have to make it look good. And Photoshop and Lightroom are pretty amazing. And with DaVinci Resolve, you can make anything look pretty awesome. Now, the big question is it safe to fly it in the rain for your drone, for yourself? Well, that one's hard to answer because you have to know what your risk tolerance is. For me, I have a high risk tolerance because I have a big return on investment when it comes to flying drones. So for me, it is absolutely worth it. Have I ever crashed a drone in the rain? No. Have I ever ruined a drone in the rain? No. Not saying that it couldn't happen. I've had it pouring rain on a drone. I've had it snow and wet snow on a drone. And I've never had issues flying it in either of those situations. So should you do it? Well, that's completely up to you, and I hope that I can kind of give you a better idea if it is worth it for you. So a couple pointers. Are you getting paid pretty decent? Do you have a backup drone? Are you able to get a drone if you crash this drone or it malfunctions? Now, I did do a video about the Best Buy Total Tech and crashing my drone, and how crashing my $2,000 plus drone cost me $100 to replace because I have the Total Tech with Best Buy. Check out that video because it might give you more assurance to take these kind of risks because, well, for $100, I'm willing to crash it for the right job. Besides the possibility of ruining your drone and crashing your drone, which is also ruining your drone, is the image quality going to be affected with that? Is the video, is the photo, is it going to get smudged on the lens? Now, for me, if the rain comes straight down, it's usually pretty decent, and I can usually go slow with my movement and not go straight forward really quick, and that way it's not splashing against the lens. The nice thing with the DJI Mavic 3, and I'm sure the Mavic 3 Pro is just the same, it pretty much deflects rain and water pretty quickly off of the lens, so then even if a smudge hits it, it seems to come off. Plus you've got the props moving around, and it seems to get air dried pretty quick, even under heavy rain. Now, when it comes to photos, you can Photoshop anything and give itself blue sky. It is hard to get rid of some of the rain spots in there, but it's totally possible and doable, which is the same as possible. Now, when it comes to video, well, you can't avoid it. You're gonna see the rain in it, but make that work for you. There's not a lot of real estate videos or business videos out there that have rain in it. And I think it gives that unique look to it and to the property and use that to your advantage. So let's pop in. I'm going to show you a few of the photos, how I edit those, and then I'm going to bring you into DaVinci Resolve where I edit the video footage and that look as well. So all these shots today were in the rain. Here are some ripples in the water. You can see that there. So it was raining pretty darn heavy on this drone, but the footage still looks good. There's no smudges on the lens as I flew around. And let's just go to another one. This one was edited just a tad here, just to kind of show you the contrast of everything. And it was, I'm going to say it was pretty close to pouring rain. It was raining very heavy, and it doesn't look too bad. You can see there's some fog in the distance, but you can Photoshop and put some nice blue sky back here. And if we go over here, you can see the fog right there and the rain. Now this was an ISO of 400, so on a Micro Four Thirds like the Mavic 2 is, that 400 is kind of like an ISO of 800. There's a tiny bit of noise in the shadows there, but that's something you can clean up pretty good. If you go right here, now you are seeing right there some raindrops coming right through and streaking. It's not that noticeable. It can be cleaned up in post, and this was a little bit edited. Let's just reset it. So this is how dark it was. Again, ISO 400, maybe I should have done 800. Let's go look at another one here. Here you can see all the raindrops coming down. It was raining pretty heavy. The cool thing about this shot here is I have a similar shot of this with video. So you could clean this up a little bit, give it a little bit of contrast. Not bad for the raw footage right out of camera. So to give you an idea, I did color correct this video here. The original looks like this, and there is the log coverage of it all edited. So let's just play that. And you can see the rain coming down right in the dark spots. So not hiding it. You can see big clumps coming close to the lens and then stuff far away. So it gives you that kind of a three-dimensional view with the video. You can see depth when it comes to the rain. And I really do love working with that. Let's grab another piece of footage in there as well. So we've got the shot right here. Good enough for now. This is the before, after, and let's play this footage right here. And so you can see the rain coming down right into the water, plays out nice. You got the birds flying through. So the cool thing is I'm moving forward, the rain is pretty much coming straight down, and you're not getting smudges at all on the lens. Anything that does fall onto it comes off pretty good. Let me see if I can grab a shot that is further up in the air that does grab some water. All right, here's another shot as well, and I'm kind of looking to see if anything hit the lens because the wind was blowing in the direction opposite of what I was heading towards. So it was coming towards the drone. And really you're not seeing anything plaster against here. Once in a while I do see something, not in this shot, and then it disappears pretty quick. So smudges do go away quick. Oh, there it is. There's a big smudge. That smudge, now I don't have more footage. I flew quite a bit after that, so you can see when that smudge came on. That smudge disappeared pretty quick. So I didn't film any more on this, but if I would have, you would have seen this start to dissolve and go away. All right, check out this shot right here. So here's the before, here's the after I color corrected it. Now, just like the photo from Lightroom, you can see the streaks there, so watch the video. This gives such a nice natural look. So when I add this into the video and do a little bit of editing and cutting, it's gonna look pretty darn good. I love the rain. And this gives you a better idea of how much rain was coming down on top of the drone. It's not a little, it's a lot, but the shots that you get are still pretty clean. And in the distance, you're not seeing that rain come down as hard and it's not as obvious. But when you are against something with dark contrast, you're obviously going to see that rain come down, but it gives that nice dramatic look. Now, another thing, I am flying from inside my car. I have a nice moonroof, so I open that up. I can see my drone up above through the windshield, and that way the rain is not hitting onto my remote, and I'm able to really focus on that image and everything. But be aware, it can be windy during these little storms or this rainfall, and you just want to make sure that you're in a safe area with it. Have you flown in the rain? Are you willing to fly in the rain? Do you want to take that kind of risk? And do you have Total Tech with Best Buy? I'm not sponsored by Best Buy, but when it comes to these expensive drones, I am willing to buy my drone there and keep that Total Tech membership because, well, you never know when you're going to crash a drone and replace it for only $100. And this would be a good example. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video. Leave a comment below. I'm really curious if you have flown in the rain, what that kind of footage looks like. And if you're looking for a drone, check out some of the links below. Those are the drones I use. If you want to check out some other videos that, Google tells you to look at because they know everything about you, well, check out these videos. I'm sure you'll like them. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't because it makes me feel good.